President Joe Biden has hosted his Irish counterpart at the White House against the somber backdrop of wars in Ukraine and Gaza. Ahead of St Patrick's Day tomorrow, the US and Ireland are celebrating 100 years of diplomatic relations.
President Biden and other leaders hosted an Irish delegation ahead of St Patrick's Day weekend. It's typically a lighthearted occasion.
My grandfather Finney used to say, "May the hinge of our friendship never go rusty."
But this year, wars in Gaza and Ukraine were top of mind for the leaders.
We're standing together to support Ukraine in the face of Putin's onslaught, the savagery.
Obviously, keen to talk about the situation in Gaza as well. You'll know my view that we need to have a ceasefire as soon as possible to get food and medicine in, to get hostages out, and we need to talk about how we can make that happen and move towards a two-state solution.
The meeting comes a day after Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer called for new elections in Israel.
He made a good speech, and I think he expressed a serious concern, shared not only by him but by many Americans.
Both President Biden and Ireland's Prime Minister called on Congress to pass funding for Israel and Ukraine. House Speaker Mike Johnson still pushing for U.S. border reform, but agreeing the U.S. and Ireland need to stick together.
Our hearts are heavy in spite of the fun fellowship, because stability is being threatened in Europe and in the Middle East, and our allies and friends such as Israel and Taiwan continue to fight for their very right to exist.
Both sides are hopeful peace talks between Israel and Hamas could lead to a ceasefire in Gaza, as Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has approved a military plan to move into the southern region of Rafah.